Alrighty, hello everybody. What's going on? And I'm sorry I'm doing this all late, but this is my NXT February 10th, 2026 recap and giving my opinion that happened on NXT this week. And of course, with the opening segment begins with our newly crowned NXT champion within our infamous Joe Henry. I became a fan completely over the years. Sorry, I believe in Joe Henry. So it is really entertaining to me. It's great to see him as NXT champion, especially the journey that he has took to get here, especially because his first WrestleMania was against Randy Orton. And he has had a great rivalry with Trick Williams over the years, so it's also made the TNA championship. I want to say prominent because it was always a major belt, but there's another brand's promotional belt, major belt. So it's kind of like somewhat downgrading it because you don't put it on like the mainstream line of titles, but again, it is another brand's promotion. And we're gonna have our first NXT Championship defense. Okay, and he's clearing house, making him look strong as a champion. I do like Ali. Ooh, okay. All right, so like I said, I'm not gonna lie, yeah, that made look Joe Henry look strong in this opening segment. Vanity Project. I gotta, like I said, I gotta watch more of NXT myself. And then also we had the final, not final, but finally happening. It is Miss Parker, Miss Jada Parker against Blake Monroe. And honestly, this match didn't disappoint. Honestly, I thought both superstars was going to do exactly what was needed. Blake Monroe again plays the heel role very well. Unfortunately, this had ended in a count out. So I don't know. Maybe we could see another extension of this because you've seen Jada completely dominate her outside the ring. You've seen Blake just trying to run. And I mean that's typical of, with the heels and how they always gotta portray themselves. And like I said, when Miss Parker is on a tear, I love it when she's on a tear. And like I said, guys, if you in here, please make sure you hit the like and subscribe. Again, Miss Parker, built she has been built up very well, especially to the turn face now since her return. Again, Miss Parker, but her and Blake Monroe definitely going to continue. Might be end up being potentially maybe a last woman standing matchup. Who knows? We could prominently maybe get that. I mean, there has been a few of those within NXT. Honestly, those type of matchups again. We won't see that rivalry completely extend itself. And again, just to see Miss Parker go ahead and just completely take out the whole security lineup is just completely hilarious as well. So, like I said, it builds them up more so. And we also had I believe it was the number one contendership match. Okay, already is Knight versus okay. I like these little speed matchup. Yeah, it's the number one contendership match for the. Yeah, and because they have to face. Okay, Eli Knight and oof got cleared. All right, and then the next segment also was uh Vanity Project getting promoted against the the Bear. I do got to, but I'm gonna keep it. So sorry. So yeah, it was Dark State in the ring. They were cutting a promotion, and of course it got interrupted by Hank Tank, and because this is the build up for the NXT champion tag team championship, and oh man, and when I tell you, don't be surprised because Tony D'Angelo came out and cleared out the rest of the Dark State members, and he did not disappoint. Tony already said that he was going to take them out last week, and he didn't disappoint. And then the main event ended up being, like I said, Joe Henry defending his NXT championship again. Okay, okay, because Henry was showing strong in this one. And honestly, so since this is the guys that did allegedly take him out of the game, how's it going, Kingdom? And Joe Henry gets the 1, 2, 3, and successfully defended his NXT championship. Uh, and that was the mostly the conclusion of the matchup. I do thank you for your subscribing. Appreciate you. Make sure you hit the notification button whenever I do have my wrestling recaps going on. And Joe Henry, like I said, for his first night of defending his title, it was a good showing. Like I said, and oh man, and then of course you already know Mr. Petty himself, Ricky Saint, came out here and crashed the party. Not surprised. Like I said, they're trying to build Ricky up as a top hill, especially on NXT because they need like more people to be built up now. And again, I'm not mad. I am liking Ricky Saint as a hill. I'm not liking how they did it, but as far as him being the hill, I do like him as a hill, promisingly. So we are gonna maybe get Ricky Saint versus Joe Henry for the NXT Championship at some point. And again, the tag team championships were defended this night against Hank Tank and Jackson Dre. Unfortunately, provided the assist with the roll up. And again, because with all the teams that are in the lineup, they are really, like I said, ready to take. Uh, they're really ready to take the belts off of the group. And then the final matchup, which is well deserved for the spot, honestly, now because like I said, the NXT women have, I think women in general have been having like a lot more better showcasing and a lot better storylines also when it comes to wrestling. So Zari and Sol Ruka against um, Isha Burke and I forgot the other lady's name. It'll come back to me in like 1 second. But yeah, they were for the okay, almost a snow snatcher because Soruga was the pinned her, so she is number one contender to face the NXT Women's Champion because she pinned Kendra. So that was actually a different style, which is will be nice to see. Soruga because her character has been built up completely because her finisher is predominantly, she has the best finisher throughout everybody in WWE, even when it comes to men's. So it is nice to see them close out the show because this storyline has been built up more and more with her and Zari, especially since the hype with with them tagging with each other. So you could see at some point maybe Zari is definitely going to turn on her. Again, hopefully, if it does, it might be during the championship match. Who might never knows. And again, this is going to be at the next NXT pay per view. So again, be in tune for that. Again, that will be showcased on the ABC network, I believe. And how's it going? Make sure you subscribe. So again, can't wait to see that. So we're like I said, going for her first NXT Women's Championship. And again, I think if she has already there, I do feel like there will be a betrayal per se in order to get her inside the match because Zari is a built as a strong top top notch women's competitor. So there's no knock on her. Again, her and Soul tagging with each other. Like I said, it um builds more traction with them. So like I said, it's waiting to be seen. Hopefully, like I said, during the next pay per view, we do see um a different showcasing of matchups. Again, there's a lot of people who, like I said, look forward to when it comes to this roster, and especially more and more now that I'm looking at it week after week. So, again, hopefully you enjoyed my wrestling content, and I will go ahead and get back with you guys another time frame. So please make sure you like, subscribe, follow me on my other social media platforms in the descriptions, and I will get back with you guys later on this week. Till then, take it easy, everyone. Enjoy.